evening. This is Thursday night at DTR. It means we're having F1 Division 4, the opening round of Season 7, and we're here in Australia. And this is me, Bob, and I'm live with not the one you used to have on Thursday night, Nell Boy. He's unfortunately unavailable, but I have someone else. It's good old Hammers. Hello, Lewis.
Hello, how are we doing?
Yeah, we're fine. Um,
Looking forward to this.
Yeah, definitely looking forward to it. The opening race of the new season. And the funny thing is, there's few guys on the grid you know personally, so that might give us a bit of inside information, um, which will be even more fun. So if you have any
Yeah,
like
not.
not nicknames or something or details from work, just tell the viewers. It's more fun. Anyway, we have 16 drivers on the grid. There's still a few that are on holiday, unfortunately, but nevertheless, 16 drivers who are gonna have some fun. I hope for them. Um, Most of the drivers are drivers we know from last season. We have a few guys who were in other divisions. Like Men Like Donkey was in Division 2 last season. We had Bob Spun who did a couple of races in Division 3. Tom Putty and Connor were in Division 3 there. And just like Jens Hover. Um, and other than that, we have one new guy. I'll leave his introduction to you.
Mr. Scully Man, OMG. Apparently it means old man game in that. Oh my god! But I'll leave it to him to explain that one.
Yeah,
But yeah, this is rookie season, isn't it? So it'll be interesting to see how he gets on. I know he's on controller rather than a wheel. So stroller guys though this season look pretty quick. To be fair, don't they?
yeah. I'm curious how he will do as his debut. He did do a few practice races. Didn't do too bad there.
No, he did all right. He was showing some pretty decent pace. I mean, there's just a few technical things that he needs to work on, like making sure he gets his ERS on at the right time.
Yeah,
But he can put in a good lap when he puts it all together. So
yeah. What I noticed when I was observing him in those test races is, despite just like taking the apex wrong in a lot of corners, still had some good time. So then I'm thinking like, what is he capable of when he does get him right? Because
exactly. Well,
I think he's gonna learn a lot during this season if he's able to participate in a lot of races, because he might be missing a few due to work. Um,
yeah.
so the only real rookie on the grid. Furthermore, if I look at people who might be candidates, um, I think it's a tough one for now because
Yeah.
there's really guys in here who can be quick, but there's also most of those guys who are like quick over a lap or a few laps are usually the guys that end up in the wall.
I'll stick my neck out. I'm gonna say I'm gonna give Jens
Yeah.
my vote for this season. I think he's got enough
Probably.
experience in the bag.
He has won a championship in the past in season 2 in Division 6. He's been pretty good over the last few years, but wasn't able to attend a lot of races and was often in trouble in the last 2 seasons. So um, I do
Yeah, I think
remember that, especially on this track a few seasons ago, he was fucking flying in qualification. So will probably suit him.
I think the one thing that he can improve maybe in his sort of strategy is just the use of his ERS.
Hmm.
I think he uses quite a lot of it
Yeah,
quite quickly, and I think if he spreads that out, he'll definitely be a contender for sure.
yeah. He usually just completely wastes his ERS within 5 laps of the start or after a restart.
Yeah.
I think other ones. Well, Bob, if he and I'm not gonna make this joke a lot of times if he doesn't spin. Um, has the pace to do well. His teammate for the season is Chef JB, who won the constructors last season with good old Nerdy. Now on holiday is a contender in my opinion. Um, Pac-Man could be there, and Tom.
What about Kitchen as well? I think he looks like he's got some pace, but I think he's got a similar traits to the others. Really, just needs
Mm.
to keep it on track.
Um, I think Kitchen can do well. He can even like win races, but I
There's my
doubt.
vote.
Yeah, I doubt he just has the consistency to do it over a full season.
Yeah. Well, this is his chance to prove us wrong.
Oh yeah, please do. Would
But
love
I'll tell you,
would love to see. Sorry, if Kieran is able to improve from last season. Occasionally had the pace, but usually doesn't finish a lot of races.
no, he's definitely got some work to do in that sense. I mean, if he can keep it on track, he's a pretty good driver, isn't he? But yes, he's got a lot of work to do. I think I can't see it this season, but it might just push him into next season, give him a go. But I think I'll tell you one person that might be a bit of a surprise this season, who's
Hmm.
looked quite good in pre-season, is Double. I think he's gone quietly under the radar, and I think he's probably a bit quicker than we're going to be expecting. So we'll see if
Well,
he can mount a challenge.
here he comes at the start finish line. Let's see what time he's going to put on the boards. Looks like no, not 19.7. That's actually a little bit disappointing. However,
Yeah, I take it back.
it's on 3 lap old softs, so that probably didn't help.
Yeah, and he's probably about to run out of fuel as well now, so
Yeah,
he's probably
probably
doing
come
himself
in.
out of another run.
Um, however, I do agree that Double could do well this season, better than the last ones. As
Yeah,
he's just gradually improving. He's like he's starting like a streak to finish races, which is one thing, and then pace is slowly getting better. So I could see him getting regular points.
what about Ralph as well? I'm pretty sure I saw him a couple of seasons ago, and he was improving, but not seen him for a while.
Um, well, with Ralph, I don't know because he's been pretty good, but it's to me it gets the feeling that he doesn't practice at all, and that's
Okay.
why he's a bit off the pace. And it's like the last 2 seasons, he just can't stay out of trouble.
Yeah.
But does he have like the raw pace to be there? Yeah, definitely. I mean, we always have Skipper and Composite, who will probably be like top six championship by just purely finishing fourth, fifth, and sixth over every race,
Yeah.
and potentially could win one when it all comes together.
I think they have a little inter-team battle, really, don't they? And Skipper's probably the one that's finished a bit higher over the last
Yeah,
couple of seasons. So
yeah.
wonder if Composite will challenge him back for that. And so far in qualifying, he's beaten his teammate. So
Well, it's a new game, and that may reward Composite because I know Composite is driving with way less assist as Skipper is.
okay.
And with this game being a little bit friendlier towards like the no traction drivers, it may suit him a bit more. Hey, Pavlosidor is out,
Oh, and
and
we've got a grid penalty for Tom.
Tom probably ran into him, and he got a grid pen. Aye.
Oh, that's tough. He's in sixth place as well, so that's a big drop. That's going to be at
Hmm.
least 11th if he doesn't drop from there.
Um, Connor.
Yeah, I was about to come on to him. He's surely he's going to be up there.
What I've seen so far in 19.4, that's P3 so far. So far from Connor in preseason is that one, his one lap pace seems to be improved. Two, it seems like first half of races he's doing great, fighting like drivers from higher divisions and being among them without any issues. And then something goes wrong in the middle of the race, and then it just boom, doesn't seem to recover. Meanwhile, Bob Spun improves to 18.3.
Yeah, that's a good lap from him. I wonder with Connor if there's probably a couple of things I'd say. I wonder if one, if it's a tyre wear issue, because we know in this game you certainly lose grip a lot quicker than you did
Yep.
maybe in the old games. But the other point might be if sometimes I think I've seen him make a mistake and he doesn't recover well from the mistake and takes it into the next 3 or 4 corners, which can really cause him problems. So
No.
it's going to be about putting a good head on his shoulders. But he's definitely got the pace to certainly to challenge. But let's see him do it week in, week
Brother
out.
Adam getting in the mix. P3, 18.6. Third driver, Bruno, 19. Tom puts in 19.0 despite the grip pen. And the only one without a time so far is ASC. And we all know ASC is, well, especially on his one lap pace, is probably top 6 in the division. But when does he ever
He
finish
can crash
the
shit
race?
in the pits, can he?
Yeah, he's capable of that.
It's probably a sore subject talking about crashing in the pits in Australia, actually, isn't it?
I have no idea what you're talking about. Oh yeah, I had it. I've done it. Scully, your good friend Scully with a 21.2 so far.
Yeah, I think he's just about to start a lap, I think, or is he
I
on
think
one
he's
already? He
finishing
might
one.
be just about to come over
Seems
the
like
line.
an improvement, quite a big one in fairness.
Yeah, look at
19.5,
that.
let's go.
Top 10. That's a good start.
That's a 2-second improvement.
Very good.
Yeah, on your debut amongst drivers who are so much more experienced, that's good.
Yeah. He's got to be happy with that. If he can get a top 10 finish, that would be a great start to his season anyway.
I think start with a finish.
Yeah, very true.
But in all fairness, I think
can't plan well
if you
enough.
finish today, you got points.
Yeah, there's a very good chance of that,
Because
isn't there?
Australia is one of those tracks that usually has quite a few cars retiring due to incidents, some safety cars. So yeah, usually it's like 10, 11, 12 cars finishing, but right now we don't have a full grid. We have 16 on it. So
And what might make it a bit more interesting is have we had a race this week that hasn't had rain?
I don't think so.
Well, it looks pretty sunny so far, so let's for Division 4's sake hope it stays away, but it might
Yeah.
make things a bit interesting if it does
Yeah.
come down.
Yeah, yesterday in Division 3 it was quite strange because, um, well, prior to the race you see what the weather prediction is and it said like 80%, 89% chance of rain at the start for like the full race and maybe clearing up at the end. So some people actually went for like wet setups. But what situation was, um, the game forced you to start on dry tires. You couldn't pick the wet ones, even though it rained. Was a weird situation. But it actually was constantly the whole race. It was just against that crossover point from
Yeah.
mediums to inters. So the result was like in some corners you had felt like normal grip, and other corners like God, I don't know what is the corner.
Just aquaplaning, I suppose, like just,
Like turn 11, the right hander after the straight, that
Yeah.
was slippery as hell. Also the section of turn 3, turn 4. But other than that was very doable.
Kieran looks like he's making some considerable inroads into his time, so he's
Up
just
6
coming
tenths.
to end sector 3 now. Yeah, so let's see if he can carry that through the last corner.
If he does, then we will switch to Jens, who is probably on a hot lap now. Kieran, 89
Top
P6.
10.
Let's go.
Look at that.
Oh, that
Great
is
lap from him.
that is one of his best quality laps ever.
Yeah, it looked pretty neat and tidy as I was watching it.
Oh,
So
no, Jens is very much down on his time, so no improvement there.
I think he's going to charge up to go again by the look of it. He's just he's got his ERS light on, and Kieran's now retired from the session. What did he do?
Classic Kieran. Right, so we have Bob on his out lap. We're gonna have Bob and Jens fighting for pole here, and we also have brother Adam. P3 also on his out lap, and meanwhile ASC improved to P4.
Oh, we didn't see that, did we?
No, 18.8. That's a good lap. Double with an 18.9. You predicted that.
Yeah. I think he's got a bit more improvement in him as well. So I think that's going to be an interesting race. But I think you're right. I think there's two people out in front that are going to fight for pole position here. And it's whether Jens has got enough to...
Don't rule out brother Adam. Right,
yeah,
here
true.
is Bob, who is the leading guy of this group. No, Bob is slower.
Jens is a 10th up so far. Just coming around into the middle of sector 2.
Means Bob will not improve.
No. Yeah, assuming he's not got time to get round and go again, has he?
Teammate has spun or crashed at the next corner. Watch out there, Rob.
He stayed out of the way. Yeah, I don't think McLaren would have been too happy with that.
Oh, Ralph disqualified.
That's what happened to me on Tuesday. If you sit in the track too long, it's but he's in a catch-22 there because he doesn't want to come back onto the track while cars are coming round. So he did the right thing.
He'll be starting last now. Let's see what Jens is going to do. Is he going to improve and take pole position? He does.
17? Oh,
18.1.
So Bob can't come back at him. Brother Adam his ERS light is flashing. So unless he's lining up another lap.
It seems like
I think ASC is about to come over. ASC up into third, 18.3.
Oh, ASC, let's go.
So it's just so who we've got left? Brother Adam. We've got doubles invalidated, but I think he can make it back to the line to go again.
How much time have we got left? Can't see that right now due to the
just under a minute. I think we've got about 40 seconds roughly.
Right, that means now the final attempt by brother Adam. Bob spun us into the pit lane.
And I think we've got Connor about to come round the last couple of corners now.
Let's go to Connor. Up less than a tenth, so that probably won't help him a lot. Could see P8
keep
maybe?
him in the top 10.
Hello. That must have been a mega
loss. That was a big gain at the end.
Nearly gains like 8, 9 tenths in one sector. Wow.
So his teammate has got to try and respond, but his teammate is not improving.
No,
and
but
And who else is out there? Double is on a lap, and he's improving though. He's a 10th up, so he might be able to split the Aston Martins if he has a good final sector. He has just gone purple sector 2.
He needs way more to get involved for pole position. But nevertheless, I mean, double into like top 6 in quality is not something we're used to.
Nope. I think he might be able to split the Aston Martins here. I think that's probably as far as he's going to get unless he has a really good last sector. And he's just coming around the final corner now.
Seemed like a good penultimate corner where it's a corner that doesn't seem tricky, but you can actually lose a lot of time there. Boom! Double
he's got in front of both of them.
Well done.
18.4. Well done to him, ASC.
That means ASC is slow, not going to improve. We got a pole position for Jens.
Yes, Jens doing me proud. Come on, Jens. And then, Bob Spun, who couldn't really improve on his last lap, he mucked it up a little bit, didn't he? And I think we've said it before, ASC in third. We'll just have to see how he gets on in the race. But I think we could say that about a lot of drivers on here. So just behave yourselves into turn one, boys. That's all I'm saying. Be interesting to see what strategies we see on the grid today, because pre-season
I think with the new tires and how they degrade, we're going to see more varieties.
Definitely.
Right, so quality results. On pole, Jens for Austria and McLaren. And then we have, next one we have Bob Spahn. Then we have ASC double. Connor and brother Adam. Then we have Kieran, Tom Putty. We get Men Like Donkey and Composite. Pac-Man in 11. Then we have Scully, Skipper, Kitchen, Pavlosidor, and Ralph. However, we got Tom is going to drop 5 positions, so he'll drop to P13. Everyone from 9 to 12 will gain a position.
Yeah, disappointing for Tom, but he's definitely got the ability to recover it in a race. I think as far as racecraft goes, he's good enough.
Tom improved a lot last season, actually. He was a driver that last season that like brought it home about every race and always was able to score a few points here and there. And I think if you're able to do that in this division, where the competition is a little bit less strong, you should be getting top 6 regularly.
Definitely.
So Jens had a pole with 18.1.
I've got a random question for you, because I can't remember. But you see they've got the names on their garages.
Yeah.
Did that happen? Was that in division in F122 or not?
Yeah.
No, I thought it was new. It was in there, was it?
No, it was last season, last game as well.
Ah, okay. I never noticed it.
So, unless I'm getting old, so you know. Anyway, Jens at 18.114, if I'm correct, and that would mean in Division 3 you would have been P8. Noteworthy, P8, 9, and 10 in Division 3 all had 18.1. Right, formation lap, and it's a bit shorter as it's on broadcast mode. We see the tires from the drivers, all softs and mediums. That are surprising choices.
Yeah, we've got one hard runner at the back. Ralph looks like he's going to try and extend the first stint, but yeah. I think a soft medium is doable around here, but might need a safety car to make them last. But
I think if I'm not top 10 in this division, I'd 100% start on mediums. Might even do it if I'm top 6.
Yeah, I would be tempted with mediums. I think that'll probably be the approach for most of the season, because you've got options.
The hards are not bad here, and they last very long. So if you start on the mediums, and we got to start. Red lights. Off we go. I think that's a good start by Jens.
Yeah, he's pulled away.
Remains in the lead, and let's hope they all keep it safe there. No, that's a Red Bull. That's Bob. He spun. Oh, I did. Well, thanks, Bob, for giving me this moment on turn 1 already of the season.
There'll be plenty more to come. There's an Aston Martin round and someone's out.
Brother Adam's out.
It's a car park. It's a car park at turn 3. That's a safety car. Surely. It's a VSC for now, I think.
VSC, virtual, but it could turn into a full one. Upgraded.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, Bob nearly crashed into the stricken car of brother Adam, but luckily it disappeared in time.
Oh, Bob is lucky here.
It's going to bring him
you're
back
lost,
to the race.
And you're getting a safety car to get back into the race.
definitely. Have you
So,
noticed who the big gainer of that was?
yeah, Pac-Man is up 6. Scully's up 5. So is Kitchen and Ralph.
Absolutely.
And the biggest losers, Bob and Kieran. Kieran dropped 5 positions from 7 to 5.
I wonder if he was caught on the inside of that trouble at turn 3 because he qualified well, didn't he, Kieran? So
Yeah. He
must have
was P7?
must have got caught up in it.
Right, let's see who's
But
gonna. Yeah.
it was the interesting start that we thought it was going to be anyway. Bit
Yeah,
of
well,
drama
the
into
only
turn 1.
surprise to me is that it's only one DNF.
Very true.
Right,
Normally when you get cars piling in like that.
men like Donkey Pits, Kitchen Pits, Kieran Pits, Skipper Pits, Bob Pits.
Interesting to see what tyres they go on to now. I
Yeah,
think
men like
there's
Donkey
got to be
chooses the hards, and I think that's the right call here, to be fair.
yeah, I agree. There's probably going to be another safety car at some point, but if it's a long time coming, you want to be able to stay out for as long as possible.
I'm not sure. Kitchen chooses the softs, Kieran chooses the softs. Why?
Well, the only thing that they're thinking at this point is try and gain as many positions as quickly as possible, but they're going to need an early safety car to really help with that strategy, unless they're going to go soft hard. But I don't think, again, that's not favourable at the end of the race. So yeah, a bit of an odd decision for me as well.
No, not sure I chose that, but who am I? Right, so Jens kept the lead, and ASC in second, Connor in third, Pac-Man in fourth.
I'd say that ASC's got a really good shot at this now because unless he makes a mistake himself, he's only really got Jens in front of him to have an accident with. As long as nothing happens
Your
behind him.
point is basically he usually screws up when he's in traffic.
I mean, I haven't seen every single one of his races, but I'm saying that there's less chance of him getting into something. But I mean, he's driving quite close to Jens, so
Hey, men like Donkey Pits again.
he's changed his decision, has he?
No, I know what happened. He probably didn't get his wing replaced and
wing.
gets it now.
Yes.
Yeah, the thing with
he
this
can't
game,
go back on
just
the hards.
like in the last one, if you have like minor damage, you need to manually say, yes, I want to replace my front wing, otherwise it doesn't.
Yeah. That's not going to be good for his strategy though, because he's
Nope.
only got one set of hard tyres, and the game forces you to change tyre, I think, doesn't it? So
Yeah, but I think we're going to see another safety car later on in the race, and if he then goes to the hards, he should be fine.
and to be fair, he can go medium now, can't he? Because he's already been on the hard tyre.
That's true, but that would mean you'd need to take both mediums about 14 laps.
Yeah, they can do it. I think probably around 18, lap 18 is where you really just you're sitting duck by that point. But I think you can get 14, 15 out of them.
I think we're going to see a restart soon. All cars are back together as we enter the third sector. Yeah, safety car is in.
Go.
Let's hope they keep it clean.
I'll keep an eye a bit further.
Have you noticed that who are in P5 and 6? Right behind each other.
Double trouble.
Yeah.
And Scully's on the soft, so let's see if he goes on the attack early.
Oh. Kieran gets a pen for a collision with Bob as a restart is here and ASC is awake. He is very close to Jens here. As Connor
Two.
is very aggressive on the move, it seems, or is it Pac-Man? Jens keeps the lead. Both had a great start. Pac-Man and Connor fighting for P3. And Scully is all over double here.
Yeah, I think he gave him a bit of a tap, and one of the Ferraris has hit him, and I think there's a bit of damage maybe to the Alfa Romeo of Tom. Someone picked up some damage in there anyway, and yeah, it's Tom's right end plate, I think. So he's the unfortunate one out of that, but yeah, Scully tried a bit of a move, but I think Composite is now making a move on him down the straight.
Yeah,
and he's through.
Yes. Composite, probably the most experienced driver of this grid. And the oldest driver.
We've got two side by side. Tom and Ralph's going through the chicane. They're still side by side.
Oh my God! 5 cars here next to each other.
Wide.
Oh dear, this can't go right, and it doesn't.
Right, there we go. Oh, and he's back on track.
Yeah.
Was that kitchen that he collected there? Oh, it's like 10th bowling now.
Ralph. Oh. Kieran, and then my donkey. Ralph has to pit. Tom is pitting, so you were right about the damage.
Yeah, I think that's where a little bit of experience needs to come in at that point, because I think a couple of cars just returned to track a bit hastily, really, and then it's caused a lot of damage. But
yeah.
Anyway, we carry on. We didn't lose any drivers from it.
Jens leading a second over ASC. Jens is flying here. Then we have Connor in third with a big gap to Pac-Man, 2.4. Connor is doing well.
Yeah.
Pac-Man and Double all have quite some gaps. Composite in P6. Scully is trying his hardest to keep up, but he's not staying within the DRS range of the car ahead.
No, I think he's running quite a lot of downforce. He looks quite slow in a straight line. So
yeah, but he's not using his ERS at all. It seems he may use a little bit more.
Okay.
DRS seems to be now enabled.
Seems to be losing the rear of the car a little bit, but we've got someone in the pit. Pac-Man's in the pit.
Pac-Man from P4. Not a front wing change, so I'm not really understanding this one. Unless he had damage, but it's not repaired. Kieran in the pit again. He's not having fun.
He's got a penalty to serve as well.
Well, maybe he's having fun, but doesn't look like it. And Ralph decides to pit again as well.
So with Pac-Man pitting, that promotes Double up into 4th, Composite 5th, Scully 6th, and the two Red Bulls are together there in the middle. And it's not going to be too much longer before the soft tyre runners will feel like they have to pit. So that window will open probably in 3 or 4 laps time, I think.
Oh, Kitchen and Skipper and Pavlos are fighting here. Kitchen getting a pen for track limits.
Yeah, it looks like he cut across the grass a little bit there on the inside to make that move on Skipper, so he gets penalised for it, but he gets through.
Seems like Scully is losing time as he's now behind Bob Spun. AUC and Connor fighting for P2 here. Connor was briefly ahead, but AUC countered it.
And that's allowing Jens to drive off into the distance a bit. 3.5 second gap now. That's going to be difficult to close down.
Yeah. Who is going to stop Jens? Pac-Man pits again.
No.
Yeah, it must be the front wing.
It must be his front wing.
Yeah. He will not be happy.
We've got Connor coming back at ASC here, just coming towards the chicane. I think he's going to make the move. He's gone for the outside. ASC with the inside line gets the better run out of the chicane, but he's had a bit of a wobble.
Snap there.
but Connor's not close enough. So ASC is going to live to
Yellow.
fight another lap.
Yellow. That's an Alfa Romeo. That's Pavlosidar. In the wall. Well,
Is it going to trigger a safety car?
He is on his way just in time, I think. Right, Pavlosidar drops to P11. Don't even lose a lot of position.
Connor side by side. He's just overtaken ASC into turn 1, and ASC's looking to come back at him.
Oh, ASC the wall!
To ASC! That was really strange what happened there. Did you see that?
He got dirty air or just too much curb. He's lost his front wing. Well, this is the classic ASC, isn't it?
Is that commentator's curse? I don't know.
No, but, just ASC. Skill issue.
Look. Composite and Bob Spun have both got past double now as well.
Yeah,
who's now down into 6th.
Really well. Double and Scully slowly losing terrain here.
And Bob Spun on the hard tyres is making a lot of ground on some of these guys at the front, so he's one to watch out for.
But Bob was in trouble early on, and there's another yellow. Virtual. Path.
Yeah, he's got going again. That should just be a virtual. Should be
he's on his way. So should be gone quickly. Let's hope.
I actually think this is. I think this is an opportunity for some of these soft runners to come in and get. Yeah.
Scully, if you hear us.
Composite's doing it. I think Scully should follow him. We're about to find out.
Oh, ASC gets a pen for speeding in the pit lane.
And the double's coming in on mediums as well. So not just the soft runners then.
Well, this is very good by Composite. I guess, do you have new strategists at Ferrari? We're not used to, we're simply not used to them, seeing them. Oh, making right decisions. And Patman gets a drive-through for speeding under the VSC.
Oh. Yeah, his race is going from bad to worse, really, isn't it?
Yeah. Unfortunate, because I think he has the pace to do well here.
Yeah. And interestingly, Double's gone for hard, so I'm wondering if he's thinking that he can go to the end of the race on those.
I think probably done the same. Pac-Man gets speeding in the pit lane. Oh boy.
Yeah, he's not had a good 5 minutes, has he? But Drinsic Kishin looks like he's on the attack on Skipper. They're up for this is for P4, and Skipper's just about stayed ahead. They're coming through the chicane now. Oh, Skipper's gone!
Oh,
that's a safety car, I think.
That's 100%. Yeah, safety car.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. There was no contact. It was Skipper losing it on the curb in the fight with Kitchen there. Ay.
I'm going to blame you for that one.
Yeah.
You said how many races he had finished.
No, I also said how Ferrari is doing well.
Yeah.
Right, men like Donkey pits, Jens pits, of course.
What will be interesting here is to see whether those guys that pit under the virtual safety car can get back ahead now.
Oh,
and I think they're just coming into the final turn.
And interesting. Oh, ASC is pitting for softs. Okay.
Yeah, and he's in 4th place. That's a bit. Yeah.
He was able to pit under a virtual, so that. Now the safety car really helped him regain some of the positions. And very interestingly is that Bob did not come in and has taken the lead.
Yeah, I think if you look at his strategy, it's probably not the right time because I don't think you're going to get mediums to the end.
Who?
So keep track position, I think, is his thought process in that.
Yeah.
Could end up being a bit of a sitting duck though, because we know how much tyre wear makes a difference in this game. So I can't imagine Jens will take too long to get through.
Well, I don't know. The pace Bob has was really good. So I think in the beginning he'll be fine despite his lap Tires being 8 lap old already. Yeah. At some point, Jens will take advantage of it.
If you're ASC in this situation, do you come in and pit and get rid of that 5 seconds? Or do you stay out and keep 4th place? I think I would come in. He's not going to.
Pac-Man even getting pens under the safety car now. To answer your question, there's something to say for both, but the problem is, if you pit, you're gonna drop to probably last, and
yeah.
To be very honest, this is not the group where you want to be in traffic with.
That's very true. I suppose that after the safety car's gone, if he can create a bit of a gap, he's going to have to pit again. He's on softs. So he's going to have to serve it at some point.
If you look at that, if serve the pen, take either the hards or the mediums and last them really long is probably what you want to do, so you won't have to pit again.
Yeah.
And you get rid of the pen. But being in traffic and giving up P4, so he's probably looking at it right now. Well, no, I'm going to take for a position. I have the best tire. I might even be able to move up. And when there's then a next safety car or virtual, that's when I pit.
Yeah. Yeah, good point.
Must be his go-to strategy now.
Yeah, because you would think with the pace that he's got, he should be able to get in front of those 3 on hard tyres in front of him. The tyre difference plus his pace. And then he's just got to try and create as big a gap as possible.
Right. Some drivers may be lucky with the safety car because there were a few like Pavlos and Ralph and Pac-Man who were very close to being lapped. And now they're just back of the group. Let's have a look at pens. Pac-Man has 8, AC has 5, Kitchen has 3, everyone else has nothing. So let's have a restart. Bob Spun is leading it. And he's going already. He's going early.
He's caught Connor out.
Yeah, Jens is awake.
I tell you what, Composite is in trouble here as well.
Oh, Jens. Oh, he backs out.
Double queuing up behind Composite, but he's not made the move on this occasion. ASC looks like he's on the attack already.
Yeah, but he has by far the best tires. The question is now,
he's going to want to do this quickly.
Does he have the patience?
Yeah, that's the big question.
Your best chance at overtaking at this track is right here. Line it up, and then you have a really long straight and use the Euros. Oh, what was the McLaren doing there?
Oh. Yeah, they got a bit close, didn't they? Bob and Jens.
I thought it was going to be in the wall. But Jens on the attack, Bob manages to defend. Connor still in third. Let's keep an eye on for the lead.
Jens going to come
on
through
the inside. Here comes Jens. Bob defends.
Yeah, ASC did get through.
Yeah.
On Connor down the inside of the same corner, and he's
immediately breaks the gap, and he's on his way to Jens now. Jens. We know Jens.
This could end up going 3 wide.
Emptying his ERS right now.
Yeah, I think if ASC's sensible here, he'll slingshot down here.
Did you really use that in one sentence?
Yeah, I did say if.
Oh, right.
Well, he's
so
doing all right so far.
Yeah. Dude,
Kitchen's putting a bit of pressure on Connor as well.
Oh, Jens seems really impatient here. Want to regain that lead as quickly as possible as ASC gets a pen. Here comes Jens. Side by side. Chooses the inside this time. Oh, and is he able to out? Yeah, Jens takes the lead.
And Kitchen and Connor were side by side going through the chicane, but Kitchen decided to back out and survive another chicane. But he's getting ever closer, putting plenty of pressure on him. So we might see him move down the.
Is reporting to the leaders. In third now, right behind Bob. Bob went from third to second and under fire for that second place right now in one lap.
Yeah.
Bit of excessive weaving by Bob there.
That is exactly what ASC needs to do. Just slingshot out the second corner.
Here you go. Yeah, but he has no DRS yet. No. ASC needs to wait. Just a few corners. Just
Kitchen still all over
after
the
the
back
next after the next corner, I'm going to be on board with ASC. Here you go, into fifth, quickly up to sixth. He cuts the corner a bit. That has to be a warning. And here he comes. Uses the DRS, ERS. Here he goes on the inside, and he takes P2.
Yeah, Kitchen's going to be right on the back of that as well. He's just overtaken Connor down the straight, and look, he's all over the back of Bob. And I'm sure Bob was the person with the 8-lap-old hard tyres. I think we're seeing the grip difference here, aren't we?
Yep, tire degradation.
Look, Kitchen is literally glued to his exhaust pipe.
Oof.
Oh, well, I think he's hit him this time.
Yeah,
be careful.
He hit the back of Bob there.
And look, at Connor's right in there as well.
Watching this from Connor's car. Connor being the sensible one. Oh, Kitchen!
Just from wide.
Kitchen! Oh! Oh!
Oh, Connor's had a hit there.
Oh, Bob's.
Did he survive it? Just.
Yeah. But
Bob's gone. Bob spun.
Then Bob spun again.
Bob spun. And that's allowing pretty much the whole field to come through.
Yeah, he has to.
He's probably going to get disqualified here.
Wait. Now
he
you
might,
go.
He might
now
be
you
beached. Go. Oh no, it's good.
No, he had to wait until the whole car was past, which they are now.
Kitchen side by side with Connor, just coming up to the chicane as well, and he's making a move around the outside.
Kitchen,
that's a very nice move. And
right.
Kitchen is showing quite a bit of pace, but Connor's coming back again here. Look.
Yeah.
Connor's just about in front and got the inside line.
They've hit.
And Connor's gone round.
Oh dear. Ay.
And look where's Pac-Man come from? Up into 6th.
He was
down in 13th a while ago, weren't he?
Yeah, with a drive-through, 5 pit stops and whatever. Meanwhile, Jens in the lead. And ASC in second, but his softs are now 7-lap old, so they'll surely be dropping off.
You know who is looking good here? And that is Composite, sat in 4th.
I'm not saying anything about Ferrari drives anymore.
He's right on the back of Kitchen, and then he's got ASC in front of him with 8 seconds worth of pens.
Yellow.
And Kieran's out.
Kieran.
What's happened to Kieran?
Safety car.
That's the safety car.
That is the perfect scenario for ASC.
Yep. Definitely. Come in and take the 5-second penalty. I mean, he's still going to drop a long way down.
He needed to pit anyway. He gets service 5 seconds. He can go to mediums and go to the end. He'll be on better tires than the cars ahead of him.
Yeah, I think he'll come back out around 9th place, I think, roughly.
Yeah, but there's a chance the cars behind him will pit as well.
Definitely. But I think that's not a bad result for him, really.
No, I think the timing for Ace, he's coming in. Jens staying out on those hards, wanting to go to the end and not lose track position again. Kitchen pits, Composite pits. Yeah, right call, I think.
Ooh,
they all pit, so
I think
The only one not pitting is Tom.
I'd be shocked if we see medium tyres going on now. Yeah, everyone's putting mediums on.
No. Pac-Man is not.
I think those two at the front, or three at the front, sorry. I think we've seen with Bob. It's not going to take long for them to. Yeah, definitely.
Well, Jens maybe not because he clearly has the pace.
He's also got Tom and a man like Donkey to be a barrier for him.
Yeah. Well, that is what is helping him. But if ASC is able to quickly get ahead of men like Donkey and Tom, cool.
Yeah.
And I'm just disregarding his pen here.
Well, I think he's got the tyres to make a 3-second gap by the end of the race. Mm-hmm. So it's all to play for him.
The thing is, he just can't lose that much time to overtake Tom and men like Donkey.
No. And I assume that he's going to have Kitch for company as well, because he's looked very, very quick so far this race.
Pac-Man on softs is a bit of an odd choice.
Double and Scully have been joint at the hip for the majority of this race, and been in 7th and 8th.
Loving it being together here.
Yeah, they should have been teammates, I think.
Yeah.
Might not have helped them with the pit stops though, but be interesting to see who comes out on top. And I think Double would never live it down if Scully got past him. So
on his debut.
He will defend for his life.
Connor pits again. Oh, gets a new front wing and gets softs.
I wonder if he had no mediums left to go on to.
Can't imagine. The thing is, if you change your front wing, you have to choose different tires. You're not allowed to stay in the same tires. So I could actually still see him coming in again and go back to the mediums, as if the safety car is still out at the end of this lap.
I get the feeling it'll probably come in, but he'll want it to stay out one more lap so he can change it for sure. Well, if we don't have any more safety cars to the end of the race, it's going to be an interesting sprint.
Yeah.
I'll tell you one other thing to look out for, and I'm assuming it's not going to be a problem because of the safety cars, but is who's put the right amount of fuel in.
Oh.
I can't imagine there'll be people under with 2 safety cars, but you never know. Someone might have gone ultra aggressive.
Well, what we have seen on this game, that it's not very easy to go lean, if you know what I mean, like save fuel. Safety car in this lap.
No good for Connor. He's going to have to stay on the softs. I think you can get them to the end. They're just going to be in horrible condition by the time.
Last 4 or 5 laps is going to be a challenge. But in the beginning, you'll be flying. Right. How quickly are Tom and men like Donkey going to regret these tires? And how quickly, or is Jens going to be in trouble? As we go green, green, green.
Quite a few cars already bunching up.
Yeah. Jens with a good restart. Tom is awake as well. Oh,
looks like Scully's already under pressure from Pac-Man.
Like Donkey under pressure also from ASC. Oh, look at that. ASC already moving up. He is flying this race.
Yeah, he's going to be unstoppable on those tyres. And it looks like Kitchen might have just got pushed out wide there. And he's managed to save the car.
Still in P5.
Had a bit of a moment.
Oh my, ASC are already on the back of Tom here. And we have yellow. Connor, no. I think Bob spun.
Pav and Bob, yeah.
Tom defending. keeping P2 here, but it won't last long with the tyre advantage that ASC has.
Got Kitchen trying to make a move on Man Like Donkey here, down the inside, and he has thrown it down there. Take a lot of curb, but gets it done. Man Like Donkey under pressure, composites through as well. So he's lost 2 places in one corner, and now Double's all over the back of him. Oh, as Double gives Man Like Donkey a tap, and Pac-Man gets through, and Scully's trying to line up a move.
Oh, well, let's look at Scully. Scully and Double side by side. Hello.
Be careful into turn 1, boys.
Yeah.
And there's a
crash! Oh,
it was Man Like Donkey.
Oh, please be careful how you return to track there.
Oh.
The Alpine.
Scully did well to avoid that. So,
Double and
Scully, 7
Man Like Donkey has no front wing. Just needs to look out that he's no harm to the other cars. Connor in the pit lane. This is Pavlos.
Not sure if we
and Bob.
Not sure if we saw it, but ASC is now hunting down Jens 2 seconds back. But Jens looks like he's doing a pretty good job. He's pulling out a gap down the straights anyway.
Yeah. Oh, ASC going really wide. Barely keeps it on track.
Oh, here comes Tom.
Pushing like a madman. And that's what I said. You know, ASC clearly has the pace, but is he not going to lose too much time getting ahead of those 2 hard runners? Oh, someone... Kitchen nearly in the wall there. Gee. Right. ASC finally cleared Tom Putty there. Now let's see if he is able to close in on Jens. 2.4 is the gap. Kitchen ahead of Tom Putty.
We've got Pac-Man making a move on Composite. He's going to throw it down the inside.
Oh, there's a bit of contact.
And there's a crash and Composite's round. I think Tom and Composite came together and Composite's the loser. Yeah, all that talk of Ferrari.
Yeah, never do that. Man
So
like
Pac-Man's
Donkey
going to be interesting.
in the pit lane. Pac-Man P4. He was in a hopeless
soft.
situation early on.
On those soft tyres as well. Oh no, there's a bit of lag. That's fine. Looked like he went straight on. But yeah, he's got his teammate in front of him who's also pretty quick. But look at ASC, he's now within 2 seconds, so he's closing the gap. It's not going to be too much longer.
Yeah, it was 2.4 at the finish line. But it really looks like he's gaining. So he gained 0.9. If he gains another 0.6, he is going to be within DRS range, which will make it a bit easier.
Yeah, and you imagine that Jens' tyres are only going to get worse from here. But Pac-Man looks like he's about to put some pressure on his teammate.
Yeah, but are they going to work together as a team? Or are they going to think about
We're
themselves?
about to find out. We're about to find out.
The thing is...
Oh! No, Pac-Man just saved it. He had a bit of a slide there.
A moment there. Now, the thing is, if one is on better tyres, you let him go. If you work together.
Composite with a time penalty, so struggling after the incident he's just had.
Gap ASC to Jens 1.1.
Yeah, looks like next lap that's going to be
within the DRS
bit of a battle
range.
going on.
Should be soon. Oh, and Pac-Man and Kitchen. Is it a bit of
Pac-Man's
Hamilton
got a flashing
Wolfgang
light. But they didn't end up in the wall, so
here? Not yet.
much more friendly. But Pac-Man's got no ERS. So, it's Kitchen. Oh, he's lost it. He's out.
He's out. Safety car?
Careful, Tom. Careful, Tom.
Could be a safety car. I don't
Yeah,
think
I
it
imagine
will
that
be.
would be.
Seems like a local yellow. Yeah, It's cleared already. That's quick.
Wow, that's
Very
interesting.
quick.
They're fed up with safety cars, clearly, run out of petrol.
Yeah.
And
Right.
that promotes Double and Scully up to 5th and 6th.
Well, well, well.
And
Hey, I
Composite's
think
making his way back up. He's in 7th.
ASC clearly made a mistake as he lost about 6 tenths to Jens there.
Yeah, he's got to hurry up because those tyres will start to wear out very, very soon. So he doesn't want to leave it too long. And I think for him, it's about not driving the skin off the car. And
I think it seems like ASC is pushing so much that he is on the edge every corner, and I think he's either going to close in quickly or he's going to be in the wall soon. Now he's gaining a lot of time again. Whoa, gained like half a second in the last sector.
both out of ERS. And they've got Scully right behind.
AC gets another pen. He's pushing so much and a yellow. Oh, men like donkeys out.
Yeah, that's in after the chicane by the look of it.
Yeah.
Again, no safety car.
No.
Not yet, anyway.
No. Quickly cleared again. Interesting.
Yeah. Game's fed up of safety cars, I think.
Yeah. Enough safety
Double
cars.
runs wide, and he's picked up a pen.
And ASC is within the DRS range now. Oh, in the moment I say it, he's not anymore. Anyway, he's got 6 seconds off pen, so that is not helping him. Oh, unless. Oh, he's getting really close now. And he might attack Jens. And if he's ahead of Jens, who knows? If he has a clear pace advantage.
Just while you were watching that, Double's made a brilliant move on Tom Putty, just into the chicane, the fast chicane. He was so late on the brakes, but just swung his car through the chicane and overtook him. I think Tom was actually quite surprised by it. But Tom Putty's in the wall. He's out.
Oh!
He's lost it around the final corner.
Tom!
Surely that's a safety car. Like, I don't know what a safety car is if that's not one.
No, we're done with safety cars. And another really
like
quick clearance. Is it a new update that we don't know about?
I have no idea. What, 2 safety cars max? ASC is right on the tail of Jens.
Ooh, 2 tenths.
Surely he gets it done.
Yeah, he's gonna do the overtake here. Oh, side by side.
And he's through.
Yeah,
but Jens doesn't need to do anything silly here. 6 seconds, just stay within 6 seconds.
Stay with him. Stay with him.
But I tell you what, though, he's got to look out behind. Pac-Man is not far back. But those soft tyres aren't going to last too much longer, I don't think.
Pac-Man's got 3 seconds of pens. But it's clear that I think Jens's tyres seem to be dead. He's already a second behind in 1 sector.
And Pac-Man's gained a second. So, and I tell you, just behind that group as well, look, Double and Scully up into 4th and 5th. Are they...
Wait. Let me have a look at the total times, right? So if you look in total, Double is 12.6 behind. Scully is 14.6 behind. 15.2 now, by the way.
Composites making a move on Scully, but he's defended it. But Composites made a good recovery after that accident as well. And Pac-Man now right on the back of Jens.
By the way, ASC is flying. He's got nearly 2 seconds on Jens already.
Yep, and here comes Pac-Man. And they're both
especially
both out of ERS.
In the last sector is where ASC gains the most. Composite ahead of Scully.
Yep. And Raubers is not too far behind either.
Ralph recovering nicely here.
Has Pan got the straight line speed? We know that Jens hasn't got the ERS, but neither's Pac-Man. And there's a bit of weaving to try and break the toe, but Pac-Man is through, and they get a bit close.
Oh, and if Jens is gonna.
Oh, Jens is. Oh, he's made a mistake.
No!
He's made a mistake. He's round. Oh, can he get it going? He's got enough space, hasn't he? Oh, that takes the win out of the equation. So it's going to be down to the penalties of the front two then.
Yeah. How about down to penalties for the podium?
Very true.
My, but how about for the lead? We're now got ASC and Pac-Man fighting for the win. 3 laps to go.
Yeah. And he's only
the gap
0.2.
The gap is 3. Oh, sorry. So ASC has 6 seconds of penalties. Pac-Man has 3. That means if it stays the same with the pens, Pac-Man has to finish within 3 seconds of ASC to gain the position.
Yep.
Oh,
and
yes.
It's all going to be about whether Pac-Man's tyres can hold on, I think. Yeah, that's gutting for Jens, but he's just got to keep his head.
Not one I saw coming.
Nope. He's got to keep his head because he's still got a podium there.
ASC will be nervous, fighting for his first ever win.
Oh, it'll be his first
2
ever, will
laps
it?
to go. Yeah. He didn't drive last season and had to focus on school. But if you come back on the first race of the season and you do this, well done. But Pac-Man is close again, and it's on the 3-second mark, and it needs to be just under if Pac-Man wants to win. Double gets another pen.
Double.
Oh,
yeah, that's going to promote. That's going to promote quite a few people past him, actually, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh, he's going to lose a lot of positions for that.
Yeah, he's going to be 7th, I think, by the end of that.
Well, Jens has no pens, so at this rate, Jens will be 3rd in the race.
With current penalties,
I think Scully might be on to P4.
Yeah. Oh, and there's a contact between them. Scully and Composite. Scully's sort of crushed into the wall, but I think he survived it. It's I can't see any damage.
Do that on his debut, I'd take my hat off.
That'd be incredible, but let's hope he didn't pick up any damage there.
No, just get it to the finish line. As we have started the final lap, and oh my lord, we have Pac-Man closing in. He's below
he's
3
currently
seconds
in the
now.
lead, technically.
So is it going to be ASC? Is it going to be Pac-Man?
Oh, bit of a mistake from Pac-Man.
Oh, massive slide there. And immediately the gap goes up with 3-3. Oh,
this is going to be close.
This is nerve-wracking for both, and probably for anyone who is friends with them, family with them.
So Pac-Man 3 tenths to find. He's got no ERS. He's flashing. Surely ASC is in the same boat. And the gap is coming down.
Right now, it is in favor of ASC. He has 4 tenths to play with. Cannot afford a single mistake.
Nope. And the gap is still increasing, so he's having a strong third second.
It comes down. It comes down. 3.2. One more quarter to go. 3.1, 3.2 again. 3.1. Oh,
Pac-Man looks a bit rough around the last corner.
It is crossing the finish line. In first is ASC, and does he win? He wins by 2 tenths. Well done, ASC. Your first win.
ASC, and we've got Jens coming over the line to pick up a podium.
In third.
Probably deserved a bit more, bless him. But he'll take it, and look what's going to happen to Scully.
Scully promoted to 4th. Ralph even 5th. Good day for McLaren.
And I think Do you know what? I think Scully scored more points in this one race than Double did all season last year. But I
No,
could
no,
be
no, no,
wrong.
no. No, I think Double had a podium once.
Did he?
Yeah,
So
yeah,
he's
yeah.
got bragging rights for now then.
Oh, but well done on your debut. Finishing and getting P4.
Bob had a bit of a rough day, but gets home in the points. Same with Connor. And then Pav
Well, I
finishes it
did
off.
predict it 10 finishers.
You did?
If you finish, you get points. So at least right about one thing. We
Yep.
knew Jens would be quick,
Well,
and he was the favorite. But what a comeback by Pac-Man! He was in a hopeless situation where he had
I think if
he had a drive-through. He had a double pit stop where his front wing wasn't repaired. He had a time penalty under the safety car. Nearly
Jens could
lapped.
go back in time,
Oh my! He
I think he
pit.
would have pitted. Yeah, he would have been fine at that point. I
Right.
think.
So we got ASC as the winner. Not
Got to
not.
start thinking about driver of the day as well.
Oh yeah. What do you got in mind?
Well, it's hard not to look at ASC based on the race he had, but I think Man is in with a shout as well, based on the trouble he had at the start of the race. So it's got to be out of them two. You could maybe think about Scully on debut, but I think
Yeah.
ASC's first win's got to take it. I think.
Yeah,
What
I
do you
think
think?
you're right. I think Pac-Man for the comeback, Jens for the speed he showed the whole quality in a race. Scully on the debut is phenomenal, being a P4. Not a mistake, not even a penalty. But ASC going off into the wall, dropping a lot, having your wing repaired, coming back multiple times, overtaking the leader, creating a gap. Yeah, driver of the day for me.
Yeah. Well done, ASC, on your first win.
Anyway, oh, forgot to mention result. What a race! D4 never disappoints.
Never ever.
Never
And
disappoints.
so you'll have to come back next week to see if Kieran can finally finish a race. We'll be in suspense.
Well, better chance at Gran Turismo, I think. No, you can say a lot about it, but Kieran being friends and probably in a party with ASC actually helped him a lot because the moment ASC went off, Kieran caused a safety car and which helped ASC get back in the race.
Yeah, definitely.
So,
So yeah, he's got to thank his buddy for that.
yeah, thank us, buddy. No points for AC for Kieran and MB, despite all the talk. But a great win by ASC. Congratulations to them, to him. And that was actually it for this week's race, and this week on F1. Next week we will be back with Division 0 on Monday, and we have Division 2 on Tuesday, 1 and 3 on Wednesday, and of course Division 4 on Thursday. That's it for me. Anything to add, Hammers?
No, well done to ASC, and well done Scully on debut. But yeah, cracking race, and look forward to seeing it next week.
All right,
Thanks for having
boys.
me.
Right, see ya. Thanks for watching. See you next time.